Like, my little conspiracy is, for the whole 10 episodes so far, he got like so little screen time.
Right.
He barely any screen time. Suddenly they...
안녕하세요. What is up, ducks? Quack quack. Danny Kim. Today we have lots and lots of
Island review, episode 11.
We're almost done. Oh my goodness.
I have the tiny hands from Shelly, finally.
Thank you, Shelly.
Let's go on into the summary. So last episode, Taki was eliminated and 10 Islanders were left to take the concept test. And this time the producers decided who was going to leave. The teams were split into Chamber 5 and Flame On. Sunwoo picked Sungwon to come to the Chamber 5 team. This caused a lot of chaos because Sungwon was the Flame On team's leader, and also Sungwon had only 5 days to prepare for the totally new concept and dance. Because the leader was stolen, K became the new leader, and his leadership style improved through his own realizations. And during the midterm evaluations, Hongduk said he was disappointed in the Chamber 5 team. On the contrary, the Flame On team received a very big compliment. However, Hanbin received some feedback that he needs to show some more improvement.
I think that's putting it in a very positive way.
Okay.
They said it really
Let's
harsh.
get to that later. The Islanders did some cleaning, ate some pizza, and then the top 3 got perks to call their friends and family. And the D-Day came and both teams did their performances. Both teams got a high score. However, in Chamber 5, Heesung and Jungwon got a little bit of feedback, respectively, about their facial expressions and some points on their choreos being a little less impactful. For the Flame On team, they got Bang PD's highest praise so far, that they destroyed the stage and it was a professional debut team stage. Kay and Nikki were praised so much by Bang PD, and Daniel showed his existence finally, but Hanbin got some feedback that his vocals were a little bit off and that his expressions were the same. The scores came out and Kay got first place, then followed by Nikki, Sunwoo, Heesung, Sungwon, Jae, Jake, Daniel, Jungwon, and Hanbin. Hanbin being last had to say goodbye to the Islanders, and the teaser for the next final episode hinted that TXT and BTS would make an appearance. Okay, that was the summary. So let's go on into the review. First of all, I want to point out the DK points. Slippers.
Oh yeah. I told Big Hit. Well, no, I didn't tell Big Hit. I just said in a video. They gotta stop wearing shoes inside. This is a very Korean complaint. Islanders were like chilling in the bed, had their shoes on. That made me so uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I just cannot stand shoes, in especially on the bed. That was very disturbing for me. No one does that. That's disrespectful. And they finally got slippers.
I don't know about being disrespectful, but I just think
it's just dirty, man. It's unsanitary.
I think they did it for their convenience. Another point that Big Hit is listening to us is Hongduk micromanaging, using his expertise to finally teach the dudes. I was like continuously complaining about like, oh, why are these mentors even there? But finally, he actually coached each member. Like
he pinpointed.
Which parts were like lacking, which parts needed improvement. He didn't show his own moves at the end at all, but still, I think it was an improvement.
I still wish that he would show some moves. Honestly, like
kind of like I
kind of tried.
Like,
I saw that, right? Like for like
a second.
I understand where his points are now because he's like pinpointing them for each member. And like, oh, Hanbin, his moves don't look cool enough. Okay, then show us how you make it cooler.
He kind of like, oh, and then that was it.
I want an example, but anyway, it's an improvement.
Justice for Hanbin. We did a live stream last week for Justice for Hanbin. We requested more screen time, more feedback for Hanbin. I don't know if that applied in a good way this time.
Well, he did get a lot of screen time.
He did get a lot of screen time, but not in the best ways. Let's talk about that in the end of the video. And also, we said BTS will appear in the last episode.
And TXT.
Yeah, BTS is appearing in the final episode. So we still don't know if they're gonna be there offline.
That would be so disappointing. Oh my god. But anyway, my few key points of this episode.
Okay.
First of all, I gotta say, Nikki. I think this is the first episode where I actually genuinely saw like, Nikki's gonna debut. I think he was better than K in this stage.
Dancing, yeah.
And Flame On. I know I've been like very, you know, like really not.
You always said Nicki's gonna get eliminated.
Right. I always say like he's gonna get eliminated next. He's not gonna get eliminated. I think he's gonna debut. And now that Hanbin, you know, like Hanbin was my top 7, but now that he's out, I think Nicki's gonna be in for sure. So I'm just like bandwagoning right now. And yeah, Nicki's one of my picks now. He's one of my boys. And another point I want to point out is that K, his style of leadership, I very much appreciated that he's like growing personality wise. And I think he can be a true leader. I legit think he's now gonna be a leader in Island. He was like an older brother. I feel like Heeseung, they respect him because he's fucking good. But K, he's more like an older brother, like a more like a leader figure. I think.
Finally knows how to consider others' feelings and accept opinions. Like we saw when they're practicing, someone suggested, "Let's do this move," and then K was like, "Yeah, let's do that." It finally felt like, you know, a happy, good working team. It was funny because like when they were eating pizza, he got voted as the person who changed the most. So I felt like there was a positive and negative connotation both to that question. They were like, "Oh, that's K," and then they were just joking about it. And for the past few episodes, people who have been hating me, who have been blindly supporting his aggressive behavior, saying that that's not aggressive, that's just being affirmative, that's just being a true leader, blah blah blah. I won't even say anything. See how the tables turn. That was aggressive behavior, period. Islanders confirmed. He himself confirmed. And the performance and the end result became all creative, so good. The outcome was amazing.
But I think his old style was good too.
No.
I think we need a little bit of that in Island.
Okay.
Honestly, let's be honest here. If K was not there, the show will be half as interesting. Do you agree with that?
Hey, he doesn't exist as a tool to make the show interesting.
He's a character to make it interesting.
He is himself. And I'm glad that he improved his personality into a more well-rounded way. Everybody's so happy that he became this true leader. Improvement, development. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, my next point is about my boy, Sunwoo. During the episode, the mentors, Bang Si-hyuk said he was like a fish that met the water with Chamber 5. I totally agree with that statement.
He was so comfortable and like flawless in that state. I don't think I've ever seen a trainee be that comfortable on stage with their concept. Like he is like this stage. This was made for him. I feel like
even the producer said that like this song was for Sunwoo. It was meant for Sunwoo in the first place. He also had the opportunity to teach the other members to develop their skills in like this cutesy bright concept. And it was really good to see like Heeseung or Jake develop these new kind of vibes.
Heeseung has the skills. But like judging from like how he was a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning with like the cutesy concept. I think like Sunwoo, like he's comfortable with everything. It feels like he's just made for this lifestyle.
One unpopular opinion though, all the other trainees I've seen like in Island so far, I have the impression that they fit with the big hit concept or the big hit archetype of idol. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but for Sunwoo, he fits there well. But I feel like his style of being an idol is like more towards like a produce 101 type of idol. I agree. The traditional Korean type of idol.
And honestly, like I'm not really a big fan of Sunwoo, but like seeing from the last stage, it kind of made me happy too. Like just seeing him enjoy himself. And I think that's like one of the key elements of being an idol.
He would have had a lot of fans if he was on Produce 101.
If he had that ratings, the Korean fans would be insane. Let's talk about Jay.
Oh yes, Jay.
Okay, he's a f***ing comedian.
He is.
When he had the phone call, I can't believe like this script. 기억 안 나?
That's a weird humor code.
No, I thought it was funny that
I thought you were talking about his mom's conversation.
Oh, that was funny as too. Like his mom's
like my mom.
Oh yeah.
She never encourages. It's like the only reason you're there is because of pity. You need to get better.
It's a Korean mom thing.
I related so much.
And I like the fact that like his mom is kind of like Jay. And I think he's like a perfect comic relief for the Island group. But he does know how to critique. That was funny too.
Oh yeah. He knows how to critique.
Pointing every single person out. And actually it's pretty good critique too.
It's on point.
It's legit like, very specific. I personally thought it was honestly better than Son Sung-deok's.
Yeah, it was funny when Son Sung-deuk said, "I wish you can do as much as you say."
Right.
About other people.
Well, it's easy to critique.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not easy to critique.
It's not easy. Like, he's now a meme.
Yeah,
he's the island meme,
definitely. Yeah,
definitely. Like the. like,
we need him for the memeness. I think
I
we
need this scene every single episode in Island. Like, there's only one episode left, but I need this every single episode. The don't go crying scene.
Exactly.
Even the Island editors, they made him into a meme. Like, he was photoshopped into the Chamber 5. And it was like his face was like floating all over the place.
Right.
I honestly didn't understand Heesung being the funniest figure. Like, I always like Heesung. He's my boy. The members picked Heesung. And then Jay, even in that point, he was like, I want to be even funnier than Heesung.
Oh, right. I like that. That's my boy right there.
That comment itself was
to be
funny.
higher. Do you know that we got canceled hardcore by Heesung stans?
Why?
Like really, really hardcore.
Oh, the teeth. Oh my god.
Did you see that?
I don't even
Did you
care.
see the Twitter?
Yeah, I don't
that was
even
funny
care.
as
That's stupid as hell. You know,
shut the
cancel
up.
as much as you want. If you can't take a joke about teeth, you know, we weren't even saying anything.
You.
Well, you said you went into the lamination and all that kind of
I
shit.
said that was not good.
You think that was dragging? I'm confident on this one. If all our viewers go watch your tweet, you're the ones who are gonna get buried. I wasn't even criticizing his teeth. Every time I see Heesung's teeth, it shines so much.
We need to change this issue because like kids getting veneers when they're like
I think they took offense
20.
more to yours comment.
I know, which is weird because like it's fucking true. Like veneers fuck up your teeth.
How's that dragging, for God's sake? Heesung's my boy. I've been voting for Heesung.
Basically like saying, okay, this idol, like say an idol is super thin, and I'm like saying like, oh, like I know like she's beautiful, but like maybe we should change the standards because this isn't healthy. And then people are like gonna be angry because like, how dare you?
I wasn't even doing that. I was just saying, oh, his teeth glows.
Anyway,
that's it.
What's the other cancellation? Okay, let's talk about Hanbin since that's the other cancellation.
Okay, yeah, we have to talk about Hanbin. Last time he had no screen time at all. He only had the bananas, like something. But this time,
what's with the bananas?
Bananas,
Okay. But this time he got a lot of screen time, right?
Right.
What do you think? Like, do you think that was fair that he got eliminated?
Honestly, okay, this is a conspiracy theory. He got a lot of screen time this time, definitely.
Yeah.
He got a lot of feedback. He got a lot of random screen time, and he got a lot of like feedback from the producers, from Son Sung-deuk and all. And I honestly thought that was like a build-up. I saw him getting eliminated in the end of the episode, even before the performance.
I mean, like, they were making it clear.
They were framing it. They were building up for the producers to justify on eliminating it.
I kind of see where they're coming from, though. Like, when you see his moves, like, he dances while he sings well. I feel like he's lacking that, like, swagger.
I agreed with the mentor's comments that he was a little bit lacking with the vocals. Like, I could hear that, too, you know, like, during the performance. Like, his vocals were here and there, so, like, that it wasn't stable. And also, he lacked that kind of swag factor. He's always been that consistent happy Hanbin.
Right.
But like concept after concept, you have to adapt to it and you have to change to it. So I agree to that point. But like my little conspiracy is for the whole 10 episodes so far, he got like so little screen time. He barely any screen time. Suddenly they try to concentrate all the screen time in this episode and he gets eliminated. The screen time that was focused here, most of it was Hon Sung-deuk giving him negative feedback and Bang Si-hyuk giving him negative feedback. Don't sue me, Big Hit, but I felt like Big Hit didn't have him in mind from the beginning. They tried to make him like the unfavorable member by like lessening screen time and all, but that didn't work because the global votes, you know, put him onto the top. And after seeing the reactions of the mentors last time, they were surprised he was like number 4. Like they were like, oh, Hanbin's number 4. And then this episode, they gave him a lot of screen time, but the crucial points were negative. So I think it was a build-up to justify him getting eliminated.
I strongly disagree with that because if you think about it from the perspective of an editor or a producer, you already know the results. Because it's, you know, you're editing it afterhand. Basically, if you're gonna eliminate somebody, you gotta give the viewer some signs. Like why this kid is not good enough to be an island anymore. So obviously the editors are gonna be like, okay, let's include some bits because we hardly gave him any screen time before. Make viewers understand why he's being eliminated. I don't believe in that conspiracy. You can see it in his face that he kind of expected himself to be last. And it was the saddest shit ever because like, man, this kid is like constantly smiling. He kept smiling even through that. But you could see like it was a sad smile. Like this was genuinely the first time that I felt sad for an elimination. I felt extremely sad when I saw that elimination because this kid was like so happy till the end. Like he knew what he was gonna get. So he was like, oh, I just might as well accept it and like enjoying my last moments here.
Yeah.
It felt really
I guess
sad.
we have different perspectives, but
Yeah.
I still think it was like a build-up or a justification. Like the producers tried to make up for his elimination. They filmed him like 24 hours for a whole week.
Yeah.
It's like they can selectively choose teeny tiny bits of what to include in the show or not. There's a slight nuance difference.
So you're
here.
saying it's a conspiracy. They wanted him out. They purposefully edited it to make it
Seem
justify
credible.
themselves.
Yes.
Whereas I'm saying that the producers
Knew
tried
the
to
results, yeah.
knew the results, so they justified the elimination by showing why he needs to be eliminated.
Right.
Which is basically we're saying the same thing, but it's a slightly different nuance.
Yeah, the unfair thing is
we
we don't even know
What?
what kind of feedback he got in the past. This time his feedback was so spotlighted. They didn't even show his feedback.
I just like the kid. That last moment was so... He wasn't even crying. Like, when he was hugging the Islanders, everybody else was crying, but
Yeah.
he was like, it's okay. Like, we had a fun time. And I like that attitude. Like, I
Yeah.
love him, and I want him to debut. Here's another conspiracy. Big Hit, or if the producer really didn't want Hanbin in, they had to eliminate him in this episode because they knew that Hanbin was gonna get, in.
Yes.
You know, like, because
they
he
need
was
to
fourth.
eliminate them in the producer's pick.
Because otherwise, if we go to the global votes,
He's gonna
this
debut.
guy's gonna get in.
Exactly.
He's gonna debut no matter what.
Exactly.
He's got the fourth biggest fandom out there.
Oh, you're on my side now.
No.
Yay!
If if
I
I were to entertain that conspiracy, I'm not gonna entertain that conspiracy.
think you're half convinced.
But that's just my thought. But if I was Bang Seok, I would just put him in.
Actually, this bugs me a lot. Like this one factor.
Okay.
Bang Seok, I respect this dude a lot. Like, he's the biggest, professional in K-pop right now.
Right.
But this one comment always bugs me. He's already said this like 3 or 4 times. Every time he talks with the producers after the performances, he always says this. Like, he always goes and
Tell
says...
me what he says.
He always says to the producers, like, but before you guys pick, you need to consider... whether the members are going to fit in the long run with the group, whether they're going to
Succeed as an idol,
not just looking at this performance. But that comment bugs me a lot because this is a survival program. It's kind of like an audition, and they should be assessed by their performances. But him saying that to the producers while they're like trying to like evaluate their dancing performances and all that kind of stuff, that just like turns over everything. He's the biggest figure there. He's the authority. He's telling the producers, saying like, okay, despite you seeing the performance, still you should consider who will fit at the end as a debut group.
I understand where this guy is coming from, where Bang PD is coming from. Personality is important. Chemistry is important. Skill is only part of that success factor.
Right.
So I completely understand and agree with Bang PD in terms of like, if we want to make Island a successful group, we need other factors. But at the same time, saying this in an audition program is making it confusing as because like Island, honestly, like I don't even know what we're voting for anymore.
Right.
Like they're making the performances at the very last day of the votes for a 2-week vote period, which is confusing.
Why make rules? Why make stages?
And
why make concepts?
And then like when we go to performances, Bang PD is saying like, oh, by the way, like other than performances, we gotta think about like the success.
And he's the big guy in the room,
So like it's like, okay, so why are the performances even happening? Like, I'm so confused with the entire show. Like
that
I will
comment
just
really
say
bugs me.
this show is fucking poorly produced. I will just say that.
Big Hit is watching us.
I'm sorry, Big Hit, but man, like this show, I wouldn't have watched it if it weren't for my boys K and J.
아니, poorly라고 하지 말고 좀 더 positive. It could have been better. 이렇게 가자.
이거를 넣어줘.
네가 다시 positive하게 rephrase it.
I honestly think this show is not up to the standards of Big Hit. You know, they're the #1 biggest K-pop label. Period. They're the K-pop industry basically. And if you're like the representative and you're making content that's like honestly kind of subpar.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have done better.
I don't know. I don't know about the production at all. Like I
Okay,
just
that's
I
not
just
our
wanted the rules and the system
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the concept to be.
I mean, it's a audition program, and you're apparently judging based on performance,
Right.
And then you go like, don't vote on the performances, like you don't vote on the
By
performances.
the way-
and also the judges don't vote on the performance. I'm so fucking confused. Like
And
pick something.
and that's what I'm talking about. That's why I think there was a debut group in either the producers or Big Hit's
I'm
mind
sure
in
they
the
all
first
have
place.
it in their
They
mind.
had a group in their mind, and they're fitting their agenda to it by saying
Yeah.
that comment. That comment proves
Yeah.
that they had an agenda. They had like a group.
So
in mind.
let's I think one of our viewers says we're not gonna do it. Please go look at the first like 2 or 3 episodes and see like who's getting the most screen time.
Okay, rewind and let's go back
rewind and
like
see.
now let's see like
Yeah, and then like we see like Hasten getting half the show. Definitely there were some. I mean, like, definitely, like, the criteria is very unclear, and they need to fix that, but they're not going to fix that. It's like the last episode. Since this Friday, last episode, we're going to have the final debut crew. My picks, K, Nikki, Sunwoo, Hisun, Jay, 정원, 성훈. 정원 and Daniel. No, 정원 and Jake. I think those are, like, the 2 fighting spots. The rest are pretty firm, I think.
I think Sunwoo, Hisun, Songhun, K, J. These guys are like, solid. They're solid.
They're not gonna.
They're not gonna move. They're
be
not gonna budge.
eliminated.
The other 2, Jake. They've praised him so much so far.
Yeah.
He's the icon of improvement now.
Right.
So I feel like following that, I think Jake's going to debut. No, wait, it's a global vote, right?
Yeah.
They can't manipulate the global votes, and Jake got like 2x last time, and he barely got into like rank 7. So I think it's gonna be then Nikki and Jungwon. Nikki Jungwon.
Okay, so same as me.
Oh, same?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Well, okay. No bet then. No bet.
No bet, but we'll see, guys. Please.
I was expecting some pizza Volo, but
no pizza Volo, but
what do you think TXT and BTS is gonna do next time?
if BTS is there, no offense, TXT, I think they're a great group, but like when the king is there, what do you do as a prince? Are you gonna mentor in front of BTS? Like that'll be kind of weird too. So I'm not sure what they'll do there.
I don't think they're gonna appear at the stage or at the island at all. My thought is that TXT and BTS are gonna be in the same room or either in separate rooms remotely, and then they're gonna watch like in an iPad of the Islanders' performances and react to it, or actually like they might be hosting the live, votes and stuff like that.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but I feel like they won't appear physically in the scene. The reason, like the producers aren't freaking dumb because they didn't include a visual of TXT and BTS in the teaser. If they were smart, if they were to like have any interactions and any like physical appearances in the teaser, it would have been in the teaser.
Yeah.
So the reason it wasn't there and it was just like one line is because it's something underwhelming. They're not gonna
I agree with you now. What if it's like literally like a 30-second video of them? 안녕하세요, BTS입니다. 우상 축하드리고요. 데뷔 열심히 하세요.
I don't think it's gonna be to that level.
Be prepared to be disappointed. Anyway, we're all excited for the last episode regardless, so please join us next week.
Should we do a live?
Maybe we can do a live too. We'll be there. So guys, please join us and join our after show on patreon.com/DKDKTV. We talk real time, live stream with you guys, and share opinions. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.